On a talk show that was recently broadcast, Eun Woo, a member of the boy band ASTRO and a famous actor, looked very emotional while talking about his desire to get married in the future. In a soulful conversation, Eun Woo reveals that he has long dreamed of building a happy and loving family. When asked about her personal life, Eun Woo speaks with teary eyes, revealing how important sincere relationships and strong bonds are in her life. "I want to have a partner who can support each other and live life together," she said in an almost inaudible voice. Eun Woo's emotions become more apparent as he talks about how he hopes to meet someone who can accept him for who he is. Eun Woo recounts that even though her life is full of public spotlight, Eun Woo still dreams of a more private life, especially when it comes to a closer and intimate relationship with a partner. Her friends who were present at the event also felt sorry for her and gave their full support to Eun Woo. Fans around the world are also paying attention, hoping that this talented actor can soon find happiness in the future. Eun Woo's statement is in the spotlight because of his honesty and vulnerability in talking about very personal things, which Eun Woo rarely reveals in public. While talking about her desire to get married, Eun Woo suddenly bursts into tears, expressing great concern that her dream wedding might have to be cancelled. During the conversation, Eun Woo openly reveals that she has long dreamed of building a happy family life. However, in a tense moment, Eun Woo expresses her anxiety about her uncertain future, especially in terms of relationships fraught with public pressure. "As time went on, I felt more and more how difficult it was to keep my personal relationships under the spotlight of many people. I want to get married, but I'm afraid that the marriage will have to be cancelled," she said in a trembling voice, holding back tears for a moment. His friends who were present at the event seemed speechless. They seemed to want to ask more questions, but stopped because they saw Eun Woo so emotional and vulnerable at that time. They choose to make room, respecting the feelings of their best friend who is grappling with great doubts regarding his future. Meanwhile, fans and netizens who witnessed the moment immediately gave their full support to Eun Woo through social media, hoping that the actor can find the peace and happiness that Eun Woo is looking for, both in his personal life and career. This story is a testament to how complex the life of a public figure is, who is often caught in a dilemma between his personal life and the spotlight of the world. As the atmosphere grew quieter, Eun Woo slowly wiped away the tears on his face, trying to calm down. His friends who were present there, although silent, seemed to understand how great the feeling he was feeling. They gave empathetic glances, and some even touched her shoulder as a form of support. "I know it's not an easy thing to say," Eun Woo continued, her voice still heavy, "but I feel better after being able to talk about this. Perhaps this is part of my journey to know myself better, before deciding on a big step in the future." One of her best friends, who is also an ASTRO member, spoke softly, "We always support you, Eun Woo. Whatever happens, you're not alone. We will always be by your side." The simple sentence managed to reduce the emotional burden he was feeling. The moment also brought a change in the atmosphere in the studio. Fans who watched the event live also expressed their sympathy, encouraging Eun Woo with supportive messages. Many stated that they appreciated her honesty and vulnerability in dealing with personal life challenges amid the media spotlight. In the end, despite the mixed feelings adorning her face, Eun Woo tries to smile. "Thank you for listening to me. I will try my hardest to find the best path, and I believe that things will go as they should. Big decisions are hard, but I believe in time." His friends patted him on the back warmly, showing that no matter what happened, they would still be by his side. The fans who watched the moment were more and more convinced that behind the perfect image of Eun Woo, there is a figure who is also very human, soulful, and full of hope for true personal happiness. The atmosphere in the studio is increasingly filled with a sense of warmth and depth. Although the moment feels very emotional, Eun Woo's friends feel closer to him, as if strengthening each other in the difficulties he is going through. They understand how hard it is to talk about personal feelings, especially when it comes to the future and big decisions like marriage. Eun Woo, though still looking anxious, starts to open a slight smile as his friends try to break the ice with a light joke. One of her friends slipped in the comment, "You may be afraid that your wedding is cancelled, but don't worry, we're here to help prepare a plan B if that happens," making her laugh a little and easing the tension. However, despite the laughter and togetherness, there is still a deeper sense behind the jokes. Eun Woo realizes that she must learn to be more open with her feelings, be it towards her friends, family, or fans. Eun Woo begins to understand that no one is perfect, and having doubts or fears is a human thing. At the end of the event, Eun Woo stood up to thank everyone who attended and supported him. "I'm really grateful to my friends here, and to all the fans who have always been so supportive. Maybe I'm not fully ready to make a big decision, but I know with the people I trust I can get through this," she said with a more sincere smile. The event ended with a standing ovation from the audience and fans watching. Although there is still a lot of uncertainty ahead, Eun Woo feels a little lighter after talking about the emotional burden he has been enduring. Eun Woo knows that, even though her life's journey is full of challenges, Eun Woo will never go through it alone. With a look full of hope and confidence, Eun Woo steps out of the studio, starting a new chapter in his life with more courage to face his feelings and fears. The fans who watched were increasingly convinced that they were supporting a figure who was not only an idol on stage, but also a human being full of dreams, hopes, and doubts, who was trying to find true happiness. Over time, news of Eun Woo's emotional moment on the talk show went viral among fans and the media. Many expressed their admiration for Eun Woo's courage to open up about her fears and hopes for marriage, something celebrities rarely do. Most fans feel closer to her figure because Eun Woo not only shows the glamorous side of the entertainment world, but also the human side full of doubts and fears. On social media, many fans wrote messages of support to Eun Woo, wishing he could find the right partner and live a happy life. Some even stated, "We're here to always support you, Eun Woo. No need to rush, just do what makes you happy." These affectionate messages further show how strong the relationship between Eun Woo and his fans is. On the other hand, Eun Woo himself begins to reflect on the words of his friends and the support of his fans. Although her fears and confusion about marriage haven't completely dissipated, Eun Woo feels calmer and empowered. Eun Woo knows that he doesn't have to fight alone in the face of big decisions in his life. The conversation has paved the way for her to be more open and honest about her feelings. A few weeks after the show, Eun Woo returned to his daily activities, filming dramas, and appearing in various shows. This time, however, he seemed more confident and calm. The fans who witnessed her transformation were proud, as they could see another side of Eun Woo not only as an idol on stage, but also as someone who dared to face her fears and move on. Behind all the media spotlight, Eun Woo begins to realize that marriage and personal life is not something that can be forced. Eun Woo knows that time will give her the answer, and for now she just wants to focus on the things she can control: work, relationships with friends, and of course taking care of her health. When the time comes, Eun Woo believes that Eun Woo will find the right partner and live a life full of happiness and love. With a more steady pace, Eun Woo continues his life journey, full of hope for a better future, while constantly striving to be the best version of himself. After the show ended, Eun Woo returned to the dressing room with a lighter step even though his emotions were still felt. There, his friends were already waiting for him with understanding smiles.